What's up? Hope everybody's doing good. Today we're outside of Houston, Texas, like north of Houston, Texas, towards Arkansas. I'm down Route 59. I'm sure I'm not on 59 anymore, but that's kind of where I'm at. I'll tell you actually right now where we're at exactly. I have a delivery tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. in Houston, Texas, and I just kind of posted this Flying J because I'm gonna be good with hours and all that to make it down there, and I don't want to go into the mess of rush hour traffic in the evening in Houston, Texas at this time. So I figured I would stop here and do some PM stuff, and get some work done. So we are in Wood Branch, Texas. I know I got about an hour from my delivery, so I'm gonna be waking up bright and early. And then tomorrow I do got a load from Houston, Texas to Jackson, Mississippi. And then after that, I know I'm gonna struggle finding a load out back home, because I know everybody's kind of rushing north just because of this whole Florida deal going on, and it's gonna be bad, guys. I mean, prayers go out to those people in North Carolina, and Florida's gonna get really bad as well. But hey, at least Israel and Ukraine are doing good, right? I know you guys say, a lot of people say, hey, why do you got to bring politics into this? I do got to bring politics into it because Ukraine got all this money, Israel got all this money, the illegals got all this money, but we, the American citizens, people who pay these taxes, we have no money. People in Hawaii got no money. People in North Carolina got $750 by what I seen. So it's crazy, man. Our own government is slowly betraying us more and more every day. But besides the point, I guess back on track. The topic of the day: preventive maintenance, PM. So that's what we're gonna do. I did an oil change, obviously. It's been a minute. I've been slacking on this oil change. A couple thousand miles ago, I haven't done any greasing on the truck. Usually, I'll hop up on a creeper, get under there, get everything greased up, nice and good. Inspect all the components. You know, readjust my brakes, make sure everything is running smooth as it could be, that the DOT man is not going to pull me over and get me out of service. I really do try to take care of my equipment, so that's what we're going to do, and we're going to take you along with me and show you kind of my setup, what I use, in case you're wondering, in case you're trying to be an owner-operator, in case you are trying to get into this game. It's not just driving. You got to be an accountant, mechanic, driver, lose your mind at home, even when you're not driving. So a lot goes into it. So we're gonna tag you along and bring you along for the joyride. So yeah, let's probably gonna wait a little bit more for it to cool down. It is a little bit hot. It's not bad, but I do have my generator running and my AC is working. So inside the truck it's nice and cool. But I wanted my truck to cool off. So when I do get under the engine bay down there to readjust my to grease my clutch and all that, I'm not going into hot parts. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna roll on by, and then I was looking at some air compressors. Check out this one. That's a nice air compressor, right? For 600 bucks. It's a Puma gas powered air compressor, which Puma doesn't matter. I mean, all it is, it's a Puma tank, but it's a Honda motor with electric start. That's sweet, and it doesn't look like it was been used at all. 15 CFM. I don't necessarily need a compressor because for my roadside business, I can't do tires yet, but at that price, it's probably worth buying and stocking it up, because if I ever do want to do tires or wheel seals, I can just get like a 5x8 enclosed trailer, throw that compressor in there, and a cordless gun that I already have, and I can do that. But in case you guys are not on board with what's going on as far as the roadside stuff, Rookie Roadside is going on, and I do have the hours on there 24/7 because Google doesn't allow you to adjust them as you want, as much as I would like to. So it's only 24/7, and my schedule is all over the place. So, you know, people might call me, and I mean, worst I say is, hey, I'm not available, and if I am, great, I'll come out to you. But in case you're not familiar, that's me. That's the business. The man with no plan, but we will figure it out. Today I actually had a call. A guy called me. Hotshot trailer had a bad wheel seal on it, and I'm sure the bearing is gone too. Because a lot of people with these wheel seals and stuff, they think you just replace a wheel seal, but it's like, okay, why has the wheel seal failed? It's not gonna just fail for no reason. If everything else is good, you should not just be failing. I mean, sure, it's possible due to the age and equipment just being old, but a lot of times bearing is bad, and you know, you have that little bit of play in there, and boom, there goes your wheel seal. So I'm not gonna mess with wheel seals. Too much liability there, at least not for now. I've done wheel seals on my equipment and my in-laws equipment, and it's been fine. It's no rocket science. Torque it to spec, and you're good to go. However, you know, if somebody wants you to do a wheel seal but they don't want you to do the bearings, well, I can't exactly guarantee you it's not going to fail again. And then, you know, if a wheel seal fails and that axle overheats, snaps off, the wheels snap off the axle, it's a lot of liability, man. I mean, these wheels weigh what, like 200 pounds each with the rim, depending on steel or aluminum, but I'm sure it's 200 pounds. So when you add 200 pounds per wheel, and then you have another 200 pounds for the other wheel, you're at 400 pounds, and then you're adding, you know, drum that's probably gonna fly off as well. I mean, hell, you're probably looking at 500-600 pounds of rolling weight down the interstate. That could crush a car like nothing and kill somebody, God forbid. And then, not let alone, a lot of times you're probably gonna call, what's his name, diesel or axle doctor, something like that. But I know if you call that doctor, it is not cheap, because they got to cut the spindle and weld the spindle, obviously if it's your drives, but if it's your steer, they usually just replace the spindle. So, but then you're talking about kingpins being removed, and either way it's very, very expensive, considering you're probably going to make a couple $100 on a wheel seal job, and the amount of liability that's coming along with it. It's, for now at least, it's not worth it. I'm trying to figure out simpler things, air hoses, airlines, you know, coolant, fuel pump, air compressor, that type of stuff, where I replace it, I know it's good, it's not gonna go bad, and we're good to go. But yeah, let's rest up a little bit, then we're gonna change and tag you guys along under the truck. Catch you in a bit. So I'm sure you're probably not gonna be able to hear me. It's like extremely loud here under the truck from my generator, as well as from this other truck next to me. But I figured I'd kind of show you what goes on down here. As you can see, let's shut this off. As you can see, there's my box. I typically keep like my leaf blower in there and some straps, and then, you know, when I know I'm gonna be greasing up my truck, I'll bring my I'll set this down. Not sure what that noise is. It sounds like some ABS noise. But when I know I'll be bringing my truck, by greasing my truck on the road, I'll bring my grease gun with me, which I have right here. If it would freaking go down. There we go. It's a DeWalt grease gun. And you gotta have a change of pants, as you can see, dirty pants, dirty shirt. And then I have this creeper that converts into a creeper, as well as chair. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do right now, is just hop on this creeper and then roll on under there, do some greasing, use my light, inspect everything, and check for any air leaks and stuff of that nature. And yeah, that's gonna do it. But figured I'd show you kind of how I do it, what tools I use. That's it. Maybe we'll tag you along more greasing points and whatnot, but most likely not. I'm trying to just finish this and then talk to you guys on the inside. So yeah, most likely than nothing. Catch you in a bit.